Okay, round 2 against Recluse. Recluse, I don't actually know how to say that word. Um, I have, what, 4 abominations in my deck? I'm not counting Corpse Crawler, just the Gluttons. Yeah, I just have 4 Gluttons. I guess I could play Contagion State if I really wanted to. So my options are Primordial, Lord, or Thranic Ambusher. I think the play is actually Contagion Lord. It's like, what, an 8-11 rank? 9-12. Wow, that's way better than I thought it was. This card is really good rank too. Yeah, I don't actually even feel bad about playing it. I think it's actually pretty close between Thranic Ambusher as a 7-7 and Contagion Lord. But maybe I can just play Contagion Lord, draw a Graveborn Glutton, which is actually kind of likely. I've got 4 cards in my deck. And then get to play 2 cards next turn. And I drew the Glutton. So I can play Glutton, kill it, then play Brute and Shade. Brute's a zombie, unfortunately, not an Abomination. Which I guess is good for zombie decks, but bad for Abomination decks. Oh my goodness. So it looks like I'm in a bit of a pickle. Man, that Brood Queen is kind of unfortunate. So here's what I can do. I want to sacrifice Contagion Lord to itself, because I don't really want to do like 4 damage to Corpse Crawler and have my Contagion Lord die. So I think I put Graveborn Glutton in front of the Brood Queen, force him to use something to kill the Glutton. Play Abyssal Brute in front of the Corpse Crawler, and then Portal Shade in an offlane. That lets me use Abyssal Brute's body to deal some damage to Corpse Crawler. So if I draw like a Glutton, or actually I have what, a Stormcaller and a Steam Sentinel deal with that card. That's actually only 2 cards. This lets me, if I block with the Abyssal Brute, I can block with Ronti Warbringer or Berserk Drake. Well, not Warbringer, but definitely Berserk Drake and Sorrow Maiden. If I just do 4 damage to it. Which I think is better than playing Glutton anywhere, sacrificing it, and playing Brute and Portal Shade, because then I don't get to block the Brood Queen. Yeah, so I like this. So play the Glutton here. Sacrifice the Contagion Lord to itself. I can do that, right? Yeah, I can. So destroy this one. I thought I could, but when I clicked on it, it wouldn't let me. So play a Portal Shade offlane, or side lane. He's probably going to kill that with Brood Queen, but that's fine. If he does that, then his Brood Queen dies to Glutton, and Glutton even lives, because Brood Queen has 0 attack. And if he kills the Brute for some reason, I get to kill it with Steam Sentinel. I just hope he doesn't play like something like Death Seeker, that it gives him a free sacrifice. Yeah, there we go. Lyria? It's a legendary. It's decent enough. It puts a free creature into play at every rank. So what's my play here? I think it is Sorrow Maiden in front of the Corpse Crawler just to level it up, and then Graveborn Glutton in the middle lane. Or actually in this offlane here. So block here, because I don't really want to block the... I mean, I could block the Spirit. It's actually probably better than having him... I don't like blocking on my turn, though. Or on his turn. It leads you to get blown out too much by combat tricks. He has no mobility, because he's not Tempys, so we're fine here. And now I can block it with, like, Scourge Hydras. I can even make a 7-1 Scourge Hydra with my... Like, play Scourge Hydra, do damage to itself, then play another Scourge Hydra, deal damage to that one. So if he has something that's... I really want to block, that's what I'll do. Don't have very many Tempest cards for this Berserk Drake. Ugh, that's... unfortunate. So this is the case where I want to do that damage to my Scourge Hydra. Because I don't really have any other plays. Like, I want to kill the Spirit Token, I want to kill this Spring Dryad. And if he has 3 creatures, I can't kill Spring Dryad, but if he only has 2, then I should be fine. Plus, I still get to keep a Scourge Hydra in play. Key to Victory might be playing Bitterfrost Totem. So I'm likely throwing Glutton. Actually, Portal Shade should be able to kill Spring Dryad. I think the way I'm going to win this game, oh my goodness, this card's so obnoxious. It's probably the best card in the draft format. It's a really, really big, especially as rank 2 and 3. Like at rank 3, why is it a 24/16? Is it even necessary? And then it makes a hunting pack every turn. And hunting pack itself gives a chance to spawn more hunting packs, so it can actually just fill up your entire board by itself. Super obnoxious. I'm going to play Contagion Lord and a Glutton on this alpha. Because alpha is just really that... actually, would be better to block the Spirit, because pretty much anything is going to kill a Snowdrift alpha. And it's going to activate its ability regardless. I can't actually kill it right now. So it's better if I can get an Abyssal Brute or something in there, in the wavefront first. Like if I can play Abyssal Brute and then this Scourge Hydra, and I don't know what I'm going to hit, probably the Glutton. Super obnoxious. Maybe if we're lucky, he only gets one of them. Though at least he doesn't have his level 2 Spring Dryad. Because if he had level 2 Spring Dryad and then made like a billion hunting packs, that would be really obnoxious. And obviously there's the level 2 Snowdrift. It's not good. It doesn't really... So I'm going to play the Glutton just for damage. And to level it, I guess. Sacrifice it. Play the Brute and the Scourge Hydra to gobble up his Snowdrift. Do I hit itself? No, I hit the Glutton, because the Glutton is going to be an 11. It's going to be dead anyway. Puts him at 80. My hand is pretty bad. This is what, -6/-6? So I'm probably going to have to play this and the... I don't even know. Berserk Drake, maybe? He's actually getting pretty unlucky with these hunting packs. Because it's 50% chance to spawn another one, like each time he does it. So I'm actually kind of surprised that he didn't get another one this time. But you can't win every coin flip. This gives what, +2/+2? So I still can't kill the stupid Snowdrift Alpha. I can play Volcanic Giant. I see. Or Berserk Drake. That's kind of cute. Got an 8/8 Tree Folk. I could play Berserk Drake and then Bitterfrost Totem it, which would make my guy... Berserk Drake would be a 6/8, and his guy would be smaller. Plus Berserk Drake would have ability 1, so it's a smidgen better, and would live than any of my other options. I could save my Abyssal Brute, but he doesn't really matter as much as killing that Snowdrift Alpha. Berserk Drake with the regen 3. Gonna regen back all 6 of its health before it gets to attack. This is what, -3/-3? -2/-2. So he just makes my Tree Folk slightly smaller. Kills it with a Raptor. Okay. That's not that big a deal. What I can do here is play Scourge. I don't really want to rank up Wind Primordial. I'd rather play a Stormcaller. So I'm going to play Scourge Hydra attacking Berserk Drake, or hitting it, and then play Stormcaller right here. Because, is that what I want to do? Yeah, no, I want to play Stormcaller in the offlane, so I can block the Calamity Fiend when he attacks me. I'll take 4, doesn't really matter that much. This is the first time I've seen Xerox, I think. Which is good, because This deck doesn't quite need Xerox as much as the last Berserk deck I drafted. That one was quite reliant upon this poor Xerox. So he played a bunch of level 1 creatures, which is great for me. Block with Berserk Drake. And do I want to play Scourge Hydra in the side lane to block the Stag of Lists? Probably not. The life totals are kind of close, but with this 17 damage I have coming this way, with the Scourge Hydra Drake combo, I can just play it in the off lane here and hit my Berserk Drake. Scourge Hydra with creatures with regen is really strong. Because the card is so big. Because its downside is it starts at 3 less toughness than it says. I think I block with the Stag of Lists, the Glutton, and then Howl him. Because I could block his Roaming Orclaw, but the 10 damage doesn't really matter that much. And the Howl of Zith offsets it, and he still has to deal with my 3 creatures here. And I have another Howl in my deck, I believe, right? Yeah, so I can draw that again. Plus, drawing that Portal Shade's kind of nice. Now I get to, well, at least he's blocking the only card that can kill it. I'm not sure why he would do that. Blocking the Berserk Drake or the Glutton, actually just the Berserk Drake, it makes a Snowdrift Owl live. But I guess he would just die to my Scourge Hydra. So, yeah, what do I know? What is the play now that he's done that? If I Bitterfrost Totem his Grove Huntress, I do 19 damage to him. Then I can play Portal Shade. Because 19 damage puts him at 6. Graveborn Glutton does 2 to 8. And I could draw like a... I wonder if it's worth blocking that Warclaw. I don't think so. It'd be so much easier if you didn't pump it. Because now you just block with Portal Shade. I think the best play for me is to shrink his creature, force him to block both of my guys next turn. And then play a creature in this lane so he can't block all 3. Unless he has another Roaming Warclaw or something like that. In which case I'd want to play Portal Shade because if it lives, I get the extra creature at the end of my turn. And if I draw Gluttons or something like that, I can block his Warclaw. Frost Shatter Strike's a pretty good draw. 4 extra damage to the anything. So he has to come up with 3 creatures here to block all of my guys. And actually Berserk Drake's even harder to block than that because he has to put a creature here too because of his mobility. Because it was like the one turn I drew a Tempys card. And it doesn't look like he has anything. Or is thinking really hard about his turn. Either way. Oh, that was a really lucky, not really lucky, I guess. Lyria to block him and get the Scourge Hydra, and does this... Yeah, it's a random space, so getting the Scourge Hydra is good, but not putting it in front of my guys was not that great. Because now he's just dead to the Portal Shade. And yeah, he's dead. He realizes it. Sweet. That's what, 2-0? Is that really only the second round? Wow, these games feel a lot harder than the other ones. Maybe it's the Solforge Elo catching up to me. Well, let's go to round 3.